Getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Hey guys, it's Brie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a chatty get ready with some products that I've had for a while and that I've loved but I haven't used in a while. Some of them I've used more recently, some of them I have not used in forever. So I haven't done like a full face chatty get ready with me in a long time, and someone requested that I do a full face tutorial. So I'm gonna start out, this is the IT Cosmetics Secret Sauce. I don't know, I got this I think from referring someone to BoxyCharm. I just randomly got a package from BoxyCharm. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's what that was. I have my skin washed and I did use my Tarte oil on it, but my skin has been so dry. It's so weird to not even have my brows on right now. So I'm gonna go in with my two favorites, my ABH Dipbrow in medium brown and the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 5. I hate doing my brows on camera because I hate doing my brows. They're two totally different shapes, as you can see. It's very fun trying to get them to match. I'm taking the BH Cosmetics number 12 brush. This is a really good eyebrow brush. So I just fill in my brows really quickly. I go way heavier on the outer half. And then I just brush through them like that, and then I'll just go in and comb it up, basically, comb up my brows with the Benefit. And these are just my go-to combo. This is what I use every single day that I do my makeup. My hair is like super frizzy today, and I don't know what to do about it. I guess I'm just gonna let it live its best life. Okay, so I normally start with my eyes. I pull out some stuff I have not used in seriously forever. So the first thing I'm starting with, this is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, and I have it in the shade L12 Fair. So I'm gonna start with this. The crazy thing is that this is not that light. Like, look at that. This is not that light at all. It also has a very interesting undertone. I think it's very neutral. I'm just gonna use my sponge. I like don't know where my clips are. I can't find them. Usually I just have them hooked to my camera strap and I cannot find them. I know a lot of people love this concealer. It was literally in the bottom of my little like concealer basket and I didn't even think that I owned this. That's how much I have not used it. Okay, so that's what the concealer looks like blended out. I think it evened out everything very well. My eyelids are insanely dark. Like, they have this dark circle that's just like super, it's gross. I hate it. And you can see my veins and everything, so that evened it out pretty nicely. I'm just gonna set that with some light powder. I had a really hard time picking out an eyeshadow palette. I was like, what have I not used in forever? I feel like I use my stuff pretty regularly, and also I get rid of stuff really quick if I don't like it or if I don't find myself reaching for it. I am so quick to get rid of it. There's no point. If I don't like it, I'm not going to keep it in my collection. Or if I don't use it or if I don't reach for it, there's no reason for me to keep it. So that was hard. But the palette that I'm going to go in with today is the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. You see how dirty and scratched up this is. I'm so excited that they brought this back. When it came out last holiday season, I was so excited. It is so beautiful, but I haven't reached for it in a really long time. I've bought a lot of new palettes recently, so I haven't touched this one in a really long time. I did a 10 looks using one palette series on this palette. I will link that playlist down below if you want to check it out. I figured I could use this again. I know that they relaunched it so everyone can get it. So I am so excited to play with this one again. I really loved this one. I think this was my third season of my 10 looks using one palette series. So I have my brows on, my eyes are primed and prepped, ready for some shadows. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of really feeling the like cranberry vibes. So I think the first one I'm going to go into is Create. I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe M504. I did tap that off, but whoa. See, look how these shadows are really good. I think this was the first palette besides the Jaclyn Hill palette that I got from Morphe with their newer formula. Oh my gosh, I like literally just barely tapped into that. Look how intense it is. I'm just working that above the crease. That turned out a lot more intense than I was expecting. I'm gonna take a clean Morphe M504 brush and just buff out those edges a little bit because that turned out way more intense than I wanted it to. Look how far in that went. So you just like barely need to tap in to the shadow, because seriously I think I like tapped and that was all I did. I can't believe how intense that went on. So I'm basically just gonna follow this little line right here. So I started with this one, and then I'm going to go to this one for the crease and this one for the outer corner. So I'm just going to pretty much follow this. I really like this Passion shade. It's like a really burnt brick shade, and it's very pretty. So I'm taking that on this Morphe R37. And I'm just gonna build that color up in the crease. That color built up in the crease is beautiful next to that first shade. So my James Charles palette should be here. I'm just taking that clean brush to buff out those edges. Should be here tomorrow. If the UPS guy delivers it to the wrong house, I'm gonna freak out. They never bring my packages to the right house. I'm really excited for that palette to get here. I am on a no-buy right now, but my birthday was this past weekend, so I ordered that palette. It's the only thing I bought for my birthday, which shows a lot of restraint because I suck at not shopping, but I am very excited to get it and to film with it. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe M433, which it has easily become one of my favorite brushes. The way that it's shaped, it's so weird because it's kind of flat, but then it's also kind of fluffy at the same time. And it is literally the best for packing on that outer corner color to deepen that and then just work it right in the crease. It's so perfect for that. This is like one of my favorite brushes. So I'm going to take that brush and pick up Forever. I'm going to start packing that on the outer corner, and I think I'm going to do a halo eye, so I'll pack it on the inner corner as well. I'm trying to decide what I should do for Christmas videos. If you guys have any ideas of stuff that you'd want to see, let me know. I have no idea. Those colors together are gorgeous. Have you guys set up your decorations yet? We had a family come stay with us for Thanksgiving and my birthday. It was kind of a last minute trip, and I was super excited that it actually worked out that way. I'm going to take that second brush and just blend out those edges. But so we had people here. They left Sunday. It's Tuesday my time right now. So Sunday we actually ended up putting up the tree and putting all the decor out. We didn't actually get to decorating the tree yet, so I think we're gonna try to do that this weekend. I definitely never used to be that person that had like decorations for every holiday and like seasonal decorations and everything like that, but I am that girl now. Like, I bought so much fall decor this year. It's crazy. because the last couple of years I've been obsessed with like Halloween decorations, and I've loved that. This year I didn't even put Halloween decorations up. I just focused on fall. Okay, so this is what the eye look is looking like. It's very pretty. I like those colors. What color I want to go right on the center? I'm thinking artistic is probably gonna be the best. Then also, like, what would it look like if I did like a blue? So I'm gonna take a little bit of Taylor and Image. I don't know. I just felt like blue might look kind of cool. And then picking up mostly Taylor and putting that on the very center. Now I'm just blending around those edges. Actually gonna pick up Taylor on this little packing brush and spray that with a setting spray. And just get that a little more concentrated where I want it. You could make this a little more everyday if you wanted by adding a gold. That would be really pretty. That's more what I was thinking when I started this eye look, was definitely a gold. But then I switched and went blue because, like, YOLO or whatever. So I'm just cleaning up that fallout. So I think I am going to do winged liner. So I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black. This is my favorite eyeliner to use. I suck at winged liner. It always looks bad on me. I have hooded eyes. It's a pain. But this makes it so much easier to achieve a winged liner, even if it is not even. Okay, that's the best that I'm gonna do today. This though, this makes it so much easier for me to create a winged liner. So then I'm just gonna pop on lashes really quick and I will be right back. Okay, so I have my eyelashes on. They're still drying, so ignore that. I'm gonna start with priming. This one's kind of newer, but I've been loving it since my skin is dry right now. It's the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1. Add a little extra moisture, and it just totally sprayed all of my hair. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This was my ride or die for a really long time. It works so good on my pores. And then I bought the Tatcha one, and I haven't used this one in forever, and I kind of want to see if I like this one better than my Tatcha one. I feel like they look more blurred than when I use my Tatcha one. For foundation, I'm going to go in with this combo. This combo is one of my go-tos. Like, I take this one traveling because I know that it looks so good. This is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. So I just mix these pretty much half and half. It's probably going to be dark for me, so just ignore that because I am extremely pale right now. This is just such a good foundation combo. I love it. So I'm going to take my super clean and ready to go Morphe M439 and buff this out. Okay, once I have that all blended out, I just go over the top of the foundation with a sponge. Make sure everything's really blended. Next, going into the Flower Beauty concealer. I think this is a more hydrating concealer. I really don't remember using this. I don't remember loving it, and I don't remember hating it, so that's good. I'm hoping, because my skin's more dry, I think this is a more hydrating concealer, so I'm hoping that I'll like it. Since we are getting ready to buy a house, we have been watching so many House Hunters and House Hunters renovation and just like so much of those shows. We just started Love It or List It, and I really like that show. It's really funny. So now I'm just gonna blend that out. Do you guys watch shows like that? I'm like, we are so into them right now. On Hulu, they also have Island Hunters where they literally go to buy a private island, which is so cool. but we've been watching those, and it's been helping us like decide what's on like our list, like what we want. Basically, I want everything that I have here but a garage and maybe a basement, because right now everything's on one floor, and I'd kind of be down with a basement, but I'm like so obsessed with those shows right now. It's hilarious. Okay, so this is blending out really, really beautifully. I think it looks so good. Why have I not used this? It was really like at the very bottom of my little basket, so that's probably why. I'm gonna get my powder ready. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder, and I haven't used this one in a while too, and I was like so excited to buy this. I just always reach for my Maybelline one, and I never like think to grab this one, but I know this one's like really pretty, and it helps blur the pores really well. It just kind of blurs everything on the face, which is really nice. See, oh my gosh, it just like blurs it, like makes it look so airbrushed. It's crazy. So then I'm just gonna take that powder and set the rest of my face with it. The next video I want to film, I think I want it to be like a full face of products I don't like. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Yeah, my pores look so filled. My under eyes look really airbrushed. I really like that combo. I think I like that concealer. I need to start using it more. I'm gonna put that on the top of my basket so I remember to grab it. Jump back to the eyes and finish that up really quick. I'm gonna grab a little definer brush. This is the Alamar one. And I'm taking Forever, the deepest shade that we used to darken up the outer V, right next to the waterline, about halfway in. Then I'm gonna take this Keurig Cosmetics smudger brush. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. And pick up Passion, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna keep the very inner corner clear and take this and smoke out that other color. Then I'm just gonna pick up Create really lightly, so I'm gonna tap that off a ton and smoke out the very edges of those colors. I like a really smoked out lower lash line. You do not have to go this smoky. Very pretty. I love those colors in this palette. My daughter is not sleeping, but I had to get filming done. She's literally running around like a crazy person. I've had to say everything like 3 times because she's like shouting in the background, and I need to get at least one time of no yelling in the background of me saying something. Okay, there isn't a highlight shade in this palette, which annoys me. So I'm going to take this contour palette. I have not used this one in forever. Look how disgustingly dirty it is. This is the Lorac Pro Contour palette. I'm going to take the beige highlight in this palette, and I'm just going to clean up under my brow. Like to clean up under the brow, and there's not like an inner corner highlight, which also bugs me. I feel like if you're getting a huge palette like this, you should get everything that you need in it. Like there should be a matte bone shade, and there should be a highlight shade. Contouring with this contour palette. Okay, I have not used this in forever. I used to love it. I'm dipping into the light and the medium contour and taking this Morphe R2. I used to love it. I feel like it used to look patchy, but I don't know if it looked patchy because my skin was so bad. I get that a lot with contouring because this is my problem area. This is where I break out. This is where I have all my blemishes. I have all my scarring. So it makes it really hard to decipher if it's the palette or if it's my skin that looks patchy. As of right now, I don't think it looks patchy at all. My skin is more clear right now, so it could have been my skin. Okay, right now I think it looks really good. So I think it was just patchy because my skin looked like crap. I've not used this in forever because I thought that that's what looked patchy on my skin. Okay, the next thing I have not used in forever, this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Bikini Contest. It does look like it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna pick that up on this EcoTools multitasking powder brush. Oh, this is more, this does have a red undertone to it, So it almost looks like a bronzer where you were out in the sun and you got a little bit of a sunburn, but you're still really tan. Okay, I do remember that. A red undertone, and the shimmer, the sheen that's like in this is really emphasizing my texture. You see that? Like you didn't even see that before, and now it's like, hello blemish. So I don't really know if I like that on my textured skin right now. It's pretty. I like the color. I like that it's like a red undertone kind of. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon. I think this is also supposed to be a bronzer. It says bronzer. I broke this one, like shattered it and had to repress it. But this used to be like the only highlighter that I used. It is so pretty. Let's see if I still enjoy this. I'm just picking this up on my Morphe M510. If I remember, I think it's a more subtle highlight, more natural, everyday. I'm gonna pick it up and spritz my brush with setting spray and then try it. Yeah, it's very subtle. It's kind of an everyday highlighter. It's a little bit powdery. I think it's a good everyday highlighter. It's like not too intense. I'm gonna take the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade 0 and just line my waterline. I'm just gonna take the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara and pop that on. Okay, that mascara is pretty dang dry. I think that is the last time I'm using it. Throw that bad boy away. I gotta go through a ton of mascara before I buy any new ones. Oh my gosh, I literally didn't even put blush on. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Powder Blush in Coral Cove. I don't know why. I just like totally skipped over blush. I'm gonna take the Morphe M530. Go very carefully with this. I was wondering what I was missing because it was like my face kind of looks like it's missing something. Yeah, it was definitely blush. I really like that blush. I think this blush I literally talked about like in one of my very first videos. I love this. I think it's so pretty. It's so pigmented and intense. You just need the tiniest amount, but it's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna spray my face before I put my lipstick on. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Make It Last. Love the setting spray. Always love it. I always use it. It's a really great setting spray, not just from the drugstore, it's just a good setting spray. For lips, I'm gonna go in with my favorites. This is the Lorac Highly Pigmented Lipstick in Minimalist. This is my go-to. I always use this. And then this is Optimist, and it is a little lighter, if you can see, lighter. So I'm gonna go with this in the center and this on the outer portion. And then I'm gonna tap over that with the highlighter that I used. Just right on the center. Okay guys, and this is the finished makeup look. I love how it turned out. I love the eyes. I think my skin looks really good today. I think the foundation looks good. I think pretty much everything I used was a winner. There's some things that I'm going to start pulling out more often. The primer I'm definitely going to go back to using because I feel like it just fills my pores a little bit better. I'm wondering if I mix this with the Tatcha, how that'll work. I might test that in an upcoming video. I think they'd work really well together. The foundation combo has been a favorite since I tested it out a while ago. I'll link that video down below if you want to see it. The Flower Beauty concealer, what have I been sleeping on? Like, this has been around for a while. I'm pretty sure I've owned it for a while. I'm sure I used it in a 5 first impressions and never touched it again. Now that my skin is dry, like, I think my under eyes look so good right now. They look really good right now, and I think it's because of this concealer and this powder. So I think this is a really good combo. I'm excited to keep testing those. Pretty much everything. Love the eyeshadow palette. It's very subtle every day, but I do really like that highlighter. It's only like $4. The bronzer isn't like the most amazing thing. It's like a couple dollars at the drugstore. It's not the worst. It definitely worked. I think it looks fine. The contour palette I have not used in a hot minute. I remember it looking patchy. I don't think it's patchy at all. I definitely think it was my skin. So I could definitely see me using that again. Like I said, I don't have a ton of contour palettes. I pretty much have like 4, and I only like 3 of them. Well, I only mainly used 2 of them, but I definitely like the Lorac one again, so I will continue using that. I'll probably pull that out a lot more now. Was there anything else? I mean, everything was pretty much a hit. I just thought it was a good idea to pull out some stuff I haven't used in forever and try it out again, see how it's working, especially since my skin has changed. Oh yeah, I didn't add a highlighter to my eyes. Let me do that. I'm gonna take the highlighter that I used on my face and just add that. See, it's like so calm. It's just not a super blinding highlight, but it's still really pretty. So I'm just packing that on the inner corner. I hate when I forget an inner corner highlight. I'm like, what are you doing? That makes like the biggest difference. Just a little bit under my brow. Anyways, so besides, I mean, everything worked good, so yeah. This is a pretty good makeup day. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload, which is 3 times a week. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if you have used any of these products and what you think. Also, if you have any suggestions for products or videos you want me to do in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.
Getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.